The tales and woes of teachers. Anyways, yeah, you shouldn't be getting angry. You should find a way to detach yourself. If you made a video for teaching through video, it's easier to detach yourself because you don't know your students. I'm not sure who's watching this. I chose to make it beforehand, post it, all of it at the one time, and see what happens and keep track of comments afterwards. But you may be making a video and posting it, making and posting, so you may be seeing the comments as you get. That's also good. Get to know your students. I think that's positive. Good teachers can admit they don't know lots of things. Hey, oh, I'm the first to admit I don't know a lot of things. That was very easy for me. Even when it comes to grammar, there's certain times when I see a sentence, I'm just like, I don't know why it's like that. It makes sense to me as a native, but I'm not sure I can explain it. Let me get back to you. That's fair. I'm only a person. I can't know everything. Let me ask my teacher. I have a grammar teacher. Actually, he's not my grammar teacher. He's just a grammar lover, and he loves grammar questions, so I love giving him grammar questions. It's a win-win. Anyway. All right. So, sometimes we have problems admitting that we don't know everything. I think it has a lot to do with making mistakes. If you can understand the human condition, then you know everything is about making mistakes. That's how we learn. That's how we move forward, by seeing what works and what doesn't. It's even in marketing, even in sales, some things work one year that didn't work the next year, and it seems not explainable, inexplicable. But there might be a reason. You have too much data to analyze. Yeah, it gets complicated. Things get complicated. Reasons are not always clear. Why things become viral, why things become fashionable, why they become unfashionable 1 week later, a month later, a year later. The mysteries of the world. Anyways, I'm sure you know a lot about them. Being able to admit that you don't know, it's not hard for me. That's not to say that it's not hard for you. If you're here watching this and you're willing to try and keep going, then you're on your way to being able to admit there are things you don't know, because it's English. It's a whole language you don't know. So just follow my rules. Just try, make mistakes, and keep going. Those are going to get you through a lot of things. All right. Good teachers pick their moments. This is about life, I guess. Yeah. If you're talking about something, the moment that it's happening, you're going to be emotional. As a teacher, you have certain power. You shouldn't abuse it. Here they talked about arguing with a partner. I don't think those are the same as between a teacher and a student. The power dynamic is different and the relationship is different. When I'm teaching, especially adults, where it's easier to become friends, we're near the same age or the same age, I'm willing to change the relationship outside the classroom to be one that's more friendly. But it doesn't matter, both in relationships, in friendships, partnerships, and between teacher and student. Arguing from a moment of crisis is going to be difficult and unclear and not your best option. Knowing that and not doing it, those are two very different things. Good luck with that. That's life, I think. It's messy, and that's fair. Good teachers are also good students. All of these things are 100% true. I love to learn. I especially am interested in philosophy, which is very difficult to understand, very difficult to talk about. And so I watch a lot of courses online, TED Talks, all kinds of things to understand better the deep, deep meanings in life and blah, 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 blah. Okay, you get the point. Keep learning. That will also make you a good teacher. Okay, fair. That's fair. All right, today we're going to talk about dress for the job you want, because that leads to confidence, postures and standing tall, and the Superman pose. Let's start with dress for the job you want. I, as a teacher, I'm doing a video class. Nobody's paying me to do this. This is all free. But I'm still wearing all the clothes that I have from when I was teaching in person. I chose to do that because, I could do a video class in my tank top. It's hot here. But Korea is not big on shoulders. I don't know if you've noticed this. Maybe your country as well, or maybe in your country teachers shouldn't be showing their shoulders. I'm not sure. It's not a big deal in America, and it's certainly not a big deal in Israel, but here in Korea, shoulders are sexy, I guess, or inappropriate, too casual. And so I'm choosing to wear the costume that I usually wear when I teach or tutor. That being said, dressing for the job you want is different than dressing appropriately. When people talk about dressing for the job you want or dressing for confidence, that's not the same as just appropriate. When you're getting on a stage, you don't want to be uncomfortable. So if you're like me, you may not want to wear a dress or something that feels too fancy, like a ball gown. Do you know what a ball gown? I mean, like, anyways, you may not want to wear a ball gown, and pull push down or pull over, or you don't want to fidget. This is called fidgeting. Yeah, you don't want to do that on stage. It seems like you have no confidence. The other point is, if you're wearing your nice clothes and you feel like people will see that and they'll say, oh, he looks good, or she looks good, then you're not worrying about that, and then you're more confident. Remember, it's all about how people perceive you, faking it again. So dressing more than appropriate, dressing up, is better for public speaking or public speaking in any way, including teaching. Okay, it'll give you confidence. Posture. Everybody knows you should stand up straight. Everybody knows you should sit up straight. Everybody knows, right? Everybody knows that. But what you don't know is what you're actually doing. So that's why one of my suggestions for practicing public speaking is video recording. Video recording will show you where your shoulders are. If your shoulders are like this, and if your head is down, and if you're reading off your paper, then you're doing it wrong, because this is not what people want to look at for 15 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour. No way. They want to see you. They want your shoulders back. They want you to stand tall, and they want you to be confident. If you are looking to change your posture, there are plenty of exercises online. You can find them quite easily. Those things they're out there. And then let's talk about one more, and that is the Superman pose. This is actually my personal favorite because it's kind of like the fake laugh. As you remember, I have a great fake laugh. I'm not going to do it. I did it last time. Like the fake laugh, it gives you a momentary boost of something you need to boost your confidence. So, this is before you go into the room where you're going to speak publicly, before you get on stage, before people can see you, you're going to stand with your legs apart, your one arm on your hip, and one arm in the sky. This is like when Superman's about to take off. He's like, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, you're gonna try it. Don't try it now. You don't need it now. Try it before a big event, before you go to meet a bunch of people, when you're feeling a lack of confidence, bad mood, something bad happened. If you do the pose, the Superman pose, you're gonna feel better for about 10 seconds. 10 seconds is more than nothing. Yeah, I'm just telling you, 10 seconds is more than nothing. All right. And my last point is going to be about fashion. No, I have nothing to say about fashion because I'm interested in fashion. I don't really know how to talk about fashion. That is, all the names and the details of the fashion world are not as interesting to me as the styles of the Victorians, the big, the big poofy thing here that the queens used to wear, and intricate lace work. Japanese kimonos, I think, are beautiful, and some of the things that we do with fashion that's really strange and unusual, those kinds of things are interesting to me, but Chanel and whoever brand names, those are less interesting to me. So when people show a great passion for those things, I don't usually know what to say. That being said, there's a reason that people enjoy fashion. There's a reason the fashion world is so wealthy and makes a lot of money. And I want you to think about where you stand, right? I want you to take a position. I want you to tell me your personal feelings. And if your personal feelings are different than the general mood of your countrymen and women, if you could explain that, that would be great. So what I want you to do, I know you're not going to like it, but what I want you to do is write out for yourself 5-6 points that you want to mention. Don't write sentences. Don't stand there and read it to me. I don't want to hear you reading something you wrote. I want you to have 5 or 6 points to hit. I want you to hit those points. So I want you to tell me what you think about fashion. I want you to explain why you think that way. If it's different than the people around you, explain to me why maybe they feel one way about it. Explain to me why your way of thinking is different. And I want you to record it, upload it to your YouTube channel, and on the bottom, send me a link. Can you do it? It's a challenge. See you next time.